Hello YouTube. Today I wanted to talk about this band I already discussed once before, Slomo. I did their new album. This is their first album, 2005 Important Records. I got confirmation that it is, yes, in fact, a band. It's got a Holy McGrail on guitar manipulation, guitar tone, and Howard Marsden on synthesizers. This is a two-guy thing. And I read in the little marketing statement, whatever it's called, for the package when you're trying to push Slomo, what they send to record stores, and it describes it as: The Creep is a single 1-hour track recorded live with minimal overdubs and zero eye contact. Malnourished musical structures flourish, flounder, and flag in virtual stasis. Some other guy also described it as metaphysical ooze, like the music and sounds kind of metaphysical ooze, which is I kind of agree with it. I don't know how metaphysical it is. It is kind of oozy though. The music here is basically just this bass synthesizer line, this throbbing ebb and flow synthesizer, boom, boom, boom. It sounds very, very much so like a giant monster kind of snoring, or like a big, giant grizzly bear. So it gives me the feeling like there's some people, some villagers, pilgrims, going into this cave cautiously, and there's this giant monster there, and they have to get by it to get to the other side, or some sort of story like that. I'm not really sure. It also gives me the feeling of like maybe like a giant slug moving and breathing and stuff, just this thing just stretching and contracting. It's got little sound effect accents here and there, guitar manipulation like I mentioned before, atmospheric rumblings. You know, it's got this whole kind of brooding, paranoid feeling about it, like something might happen, like this whole like monster coming out of a cave. When's it gonna get out? Is it gonna anything happening at all? And like, it is just 1 hour-long track. It stops abruptly at the 60-minute mark, and you're just kind of like, the whole time you're listening to it, because it starts off really quiet and starts doing this with the snoring noise and stuff, and you're like, what is going on? Is it developing at all? Because there's not a lot of audible variation here. Like, if there's any kind of variation, it's so gradual and minimal that you don't really notice it right away. I'd kind of like to hear this album at, like, you know, picked up to speed, like a fast-forwarded version of it or something. Yeah, I guess it was recorded with, like, all kind of improvised live and recorded live, but with zero eye contact, whatever that means. It's got all this kind of cool artwork. What I thought was kind of weird is how it has, like, artwork on the inside of here. Like, there's all these etchings on the inside that you can't really get to because it's just on the inside and you have to squeeze it to look at it and stuff. Like, what's going on? But yeah, Howard Marsden, he's the guy who did all these little doodles and stuff. It's got a poem here explaining the mythology of Slomo, what he meant to Germans and Norse people and the Old English and stuff. And it's also some call me Slomo, for I discard my care. Some call me sloth, without wit, without grace, and whose detractors do call static, but whose champion call ecstasis. And it's supposed to be just based on this old rhyme. There's a girl named Julie Dorian, and she initially released this before 2005 on her own record label. Like, I don't remember what it's called. It had the word fuck in it though. And there's another drawing here with the little Swiss Family Robinson treehouse in the middle of the woods or something with more doodles. But yeah, very loose kind of music structure, no real chords, tones and sound effects and accents. Like, it's very ambient, very cavernous sounding. But like, it does, like, to me it sounds like a giant monster snoring. Like, I can hear snoring in this kind of whatever it is this a guitar, or is it the synthesizer making this noise? I have no real idea, but yeah, cool little listen though. Very creepy album. Slomo, The Creep.